What is going on, guys? It's your boy Dyllan and welcome back to another XUR location and recommendation video with stat rolls. This is the week of August the 25th to the 27th. This week is in the REEF, and without further ado, let's just get straight into it. As always, starting off with the exotic engram, we have a legacy heavy weapon engram. As always, I do not recommend picking this up as it does give you year 1 light level gear. However, if you are trying to collect your year 1 exotics in the exotic weapon or armor kiosks, then do feel free. Moving on to Titans this week, we have the Taken Out helmet with a 88% stat roll of intellect and discipline, with actual pretty decent perks as well this week. This is actually an okay helmet, but for me personally, I prefer stuff like Twilight Garrison, as I like to Titan skate and get stuff done really quickly. But it is quite underrated. I don't really see many people using this. Heavy ammo drops are always a huge plus, especially in PvE. So not too shabby, but again, the stat roll is a little bit on the low side. Moving on to the Hunters this week, we've got the Shinobu's Vow with a 82% stat roll of intellect and discipline. These are actually really good for Blade Dancer. It gives you an additional skip grenade charge. Skip grenades are really good in Crucible, so again, if you like to play Blade Dancer in Crucible, if you're one of those people that still likes to play a blade, then these are actually really good. So definitely worth picking up, but again, low stat roll, so you might want to get some glass needles. Moving on to the Warlock this week, we've got the Ram with a 89% stat roll of discipline and strength. This is a really good helmet for Warlocks, especially if you are playing Crucible. Works well on all subclasses, but again, you do get an additional benefit if you use it on a Voidwalker, as it gets lifesteal on every single melee hit. Increased armor, always a huge plus. Like I said, makes you sponge a 2-tap with a hand cannon, so always a nice benefit to have. Moving on to the weapon, the last word. This is a pretty doo-doo weapon, at least in my opinion. Now it's sort of lost its touch. It's sort of like a shadow of its former self, especially in the year 1 days of Crucible. It's been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed along with hand cannons, so if you want to pick it up, it is pretty decent when you do pair it with a sniper, but other than that, I mean, special ammo right now isn't really in a good spot, so meh. So I'll leave you to make the decision on that. For everything else this week, for weapon bundles, we've got the Last Word and the sequel, and then we have the Trespasser and Fallen Assassin. We've got Emerald Coil, Stealth Drive, 3 heavy ammo for 1 strange coin, and 10 for 3. 3 coins, glass needles, more life for strange coin exchange, and finally exotic shards. Anyway, hopefully this gives you an idea on what to get this week. Thank you so much for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.